I'm going to make a reaction video to someone's reaction video to Milo Stewart. This particular video got me really angry because there were so many comments agreeing with the bullshit that she's saying. And I just think that she needs to be told, and I'm gonna say it is not any trans person's duty to educate anyone, but I just want to react. Right, I'm just waiting for the advert to go, and then oh, my volume's off, right. And my music is also on. I thought this was going to be a video that wouldn't have to edit. Apparently not. Alright. Here we go.
Hello, lovely people. Hello, lovely people. Okay, so you reach the point where you acknowledge that trans people are people.
Hello, 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 hello. Oh, is this Feminist 101 Emergency Services? We have some breaking news right now. Okay, right. Basically, I've just found out that trans people, this is going to sound insane. I know how insane this is going to sound, but I've just found out that trans people are people.
Right, I'm going to stop you right there and say that when you're a trans person and you're constantly belittled and you're erased and you face transphobia and people don't accept you for who you are, it's fucking like right to say that a lot of cis people don't see us as people. So let's carry on.
Please tell me who thinks that trans people aren't people?
Quite a lot of cisgender people.
I haven't heard anyone be like, well, yes.
Oh, you haven't heard somebody. You haven't heard it, so it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's how the world works.
Trans people are, in fact, aliens.
And thus deserve basic human respects. Congratulations! Now you're ready to learn how you can better support trans people as a marginalized community.
You are one of the most condescending pieces of ball-sacking fuck I have ever met in my
Says you.
My life. Ever. Like, you're such a massive, just piece of penis. You're just so annoying. You're so annoying. I just want to come over there.
You're the most annoying person I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm just saying Milo Stewart is annoying. Okay.
And I want to rip your stupid glasses off because you look terrible in them. And I want to rip them off.
No, they don't.
And I just want to poke you with. I just want to
Why?
poke you. I want to poke you real hard with them.
Why?
Most of these tips could apply to supporting any marginalized community, but this video specifically addresses how to be a better ally to trans people. First of all, being an ally is an uncomfortable position. Are you uncomfortable yet? How about now? You uncomfortable yet? You uncomfortable? You uncomfortable? In order to benefit the trans community, you must be active in your support. This means standing up for trans rights whenever it's safe for you to do so, and always deconstructing your learned biases.
What exactly, like, are trans rights? I thought that everyone was supposed to have the same rights. So, are you saying I'm supposed to stick up for male and female rights, or trans?
Stick up for trans people, and there are
people?
more people than male or female people.
Because I don't really get that. Like, transgender means when you're transitioning from male to female or female to male. Like,
no, it doesn't. Transgender means that you identify as a different gender to the one you were assigned at birth.
It's not its own gender, despite what many of the twats out
It's
there
its own experience.
So I'm a bit confused about that. I'm not really sure where you're coming from. Like, what rights do they have that we don't, or vice versa? Like,
LGBTQ rights,
All cisgender
protection.
people are transphobic, just as all men hold misogynistic views, and all white people are racist.
what? So all white people are racist.
Yeah.
So you're racist. And I don't see how all cis people can be transphobic.
Most of the
Because
cis people I have met, if not
that
all,
means
have
that
been transphobic at
all
some
cis
point in my
people
life.
would be male/female phobic because you're transitioning. And
That's
saying
got
that
nothing
all
to
males
do with
hold
it.
misogynistic views
Males do hold misogynistic
is
views and benefit
basically saying
from
that
misogyny.
you yourself are holding or are going to hold misogynistic views
Milo's
because
never
you are
said that they
transitioning,
don't.
from what I can see,
That they
from a
don't
female
apply this
into a
to
male,
themselves.
which means that when you reach your male stage,
There is no male stage, there is no end of transition. Everybody's transition is different. Some people might physically transition, but it's not necessarily what everyone does. You're very uninformed.
not really sure of the political correctness for that, then you will hold misogynistic views because you'll be a man or a teenage boy or whatever you're going to be. Like, are you ever going to be anything?
Really?
I've known that I'm trans for 5 years, and I still sometimes struggle with internalized transphobia. Thoughts that maybe I am a freak, and what if cis gay people never find me attractive?
What is internalized transphobia?
Google it. It's basically when you've had transphobia drilled into you your entire life that you start to have transphobic thoughts towards yourself. Wonder who creates that problem.
Like, how can you yourself, when you're trans, have internalized transphobia?
Quite easily.
Like, does that make sense to anyone? Because it doesn't
Yes.
make sense to me. I
Oh,
just
no.
don't understand
Or
how
you.
that can happen. Like, my brain
You must be
actually
so
won't
perplexed.
process it.
If I've not been able to overcome my internalized transphobia in the 17 years that I've been living as a trans person, then I'm pretty sure you probably have some transphobic biases as well. If you tell me that as a cisgender person, you are not transphobic, you are telling me not to trust you.
Honestly, I'm not transphobic. I really support
You're not
being trans-
transphobic, yet here you are making an entire video full of transphobia, encouraging transphobia.
community, you know, like I'm honestly all for it, and I really
You're
do
all
everything
for
to
it.
help that I can, that I can possibly do. Don't tell me.
You're all for it, yet you're making a video completely devaluating a trans person. Right.
To trust you. You don't tell me not to trust you. Like, what the hell is wrong with
I
you?
don't know what you're even talking
By
about.
telling me that you are not transphobic, you're telling me that you are unaware or choose to live in the dark about the way that we are socialized in a Western society. And most disturbingly, by telling me that you're not transphobic, you're telling me that you think you know everything there is
Exactly.
to know about being trans, and that you think your allyship cannot be improved.
What? What? Does anyone else understand this? Because I
Probably quite a lot more people than you.
honestly just don't understand half
You've
of
made
this
that.
video.
You've made
Like,
that very clear.
I watched it last night, and I just don't understand what this Milo person is on about. I'm completely and utterly, extremely, just all of the confused ever, because what is going on?
And this is how you react, and you
I
don't
really
just try and
understand
find
where she's coming
information.
from, and I
Don't
like how
misgender
she
Milo.
goes on about how we're socialised in this horrible way in the Western world, when in
Well,
third world
we
countries
are.
there's so much bad stuff going
Yes,
on.
there
But we
is.
just have it so bad here. Like,
It's not that's irrelevant.
that we have rainbow-coloured Doritos to, celebrate and encourage.
Oh, hooray!
LGBT.
We have rainbow-colored Doritos. Everything in the LGBT community, all of the issues are solved because we have rainbow-colored Doritos to support the LGBT people, LGBTQ.
And that's frowned upon by Christians. We have it so bad, guys. So bad. So bad.
You're also probably not going to improve your allyship until you acknowledge that you're transphobic.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Secondly, one of the most important things you can do as an ally to trans people is to listen to the voices of trans people.
Kill this twat, you say?
You're
Yes,
not
of course.
funny.
No,
None of
no,
this
I
is
completely
funny.
understand.
And to listen to a variety of voices and not just those who agree with you. You don't
Exactly.
get a cookie for supporting trans
Exactly.
people, but only your trans friends. The marginalization of the transgender community continues because transgender voices are not being heard. The transgender community is incredibly diverse, and you can learn a crap ton by listening to the voices of trans people.
I don't really get where you're coming from, because I think a lot of people listen to trans people because if they don't, they're frowned upon, because
Oh
it's
wow,
considered
cis people
rude and just
listen to us
pathetic and
because if
stupid
they
and
don't,
childish
they
not to
might
listen to the voices of,
looked
the
down
minority
upon.
groups such as transgender people, gay people, if they're more minorities, I don't know. Literally because it's been so normalised now. The gay community and being
Has
gay,
nothing to
being
do with the
lesbian,
trans
being bi,
community.
being trans, has been so normalised by our generation that if we do not listen, it will be frowned upon, and everyone does listen.
No, they don't.
It's the fact that we do keep listening and kind of answering and giving you things that you want that aren't necessarily fair to give you. It just makes us not want.
A thing just came up saying catering to all your pronouns. So that's not a necessity to trans people. That's a hard thing for you to do, is call a trans person by the correct pronouns. How many times in this video are you going to prove that you're transphobic?
To kind of listen anymore because you keep demanding things.
One
No,
of the
we
best
don't.
things you can do as an ally is to learn as much as you can and take what you've learned into other communities. Your voice is often given more respect since you're not a part of the community. In the words of Linda Martin, speak with intent to listen, not to speak.
Some people don't have time to learn, some people don't want to learn, some people aren't interested in your bullshit.
Well then don't come out with transphobic
A lot
shit
of
like
people are
this.
confused because they don't know what they're supposed to be
So
learning.
fucking
A
do
lot of
your
people think,
research.
like myself, that transgender is, like I've said before, transitioning from male to female, female to
No, it's
male.
not. A simple Google
There are only
search,
two
which would
genders,
not take
and
you much
trans means to
time.
transition from something to something else. Like, I don't know, a caterpillar transitioning to a butterfly. There's only one thing it can transition
No,
to.
there
Just like
isn't.
there's only one thing you can transition to.
No, there isn't.
Obviously, if you're a boy, you transition to a girl. If you're a girl, you transition to a
Some
boy.
people do that.
So I think people are just really confused about what's going on here because you're just making so much stuff up. Like,
No,
it's
they're
just
not.
really confusing for people that don't go on Tumblr and deal with all this bullshit. in
Tumblr
their
has
everyday
nothing
life.
to do with this. You can
It
find
makes
this on
you
a
just wanna
simple
stay clear
Google
of the whole
search.
thing because it's so.
Well, steer
pathetic.
clear of it and don't make a
Lastly,
20
watch out for
freaking
those
minute video full of transphobia. If you can't be asked to do your research, why don't you just leave trans people alone?
macroaggressions. Ah, Microaggressions are soft versions of transphobia, where you may have no malintent, but your actions still work to further the marginalization of trans people.
Okay, I've heard of this microaggression thing, like, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago maybe, or something, and I am just so confused about what it is. Like, as you can tell, I'm confused about this.
Well, listen to trans people and find out what it is.
I swear microaggression, I don't know if it is, but it sounds like a Tumblr term, and anything that comes from Tumblr is bullshit. Tumblr is a sick, twisted website.
Tumblr is the social media.
And that means watch out for your stereotypes and cisnormativity.
What's cisnormativity? It's like paranormal activity. Wait, cisnormativity?
You basically cisnormativity. Google it. A quick Google search.
Straight.
How hard?
Normal, straight, stereotypical people?
Normal people.
Trans people are erased by language that associates gender with a certain set of genitalia. No, you're not gay because you like penis. You're gay because you like men. But you may happen to really like penis.
That's true, but you can be gay because you like penis and not vagina. Like,
well, then
you can just really like penis and therefore are gay because you really hate vagina when it kind of pushes you to be gay.
Trans people.
It's possible. Anything seems to be possible nowadays.
But it's rejecting trans people purely on the basis of their genitals, which is gross.
There are narratives of trans people that you have probably never heard of before. Just because you've never heard it before doesn't mean that it's any less valid.
Exactly.
Don't act like you're Hagrid saving some kids from their misery by telling them that they're not actually trans. At the end of the day...
I've never watched this all the way through, but this is hilarious, this song. Oh wait, did Bee put it in, or... Oh, Bee put it in. It wasn't Milo who put it in. Well, I'm gonna post this. I hope that Bee watches it. And come ahead and send me some fucking shit, because I live as male, identify as agender. I am gender fluid between male and agender, and sometimes I like to wear dresses, and I don't think clothes have gender, and fucking wake up and realize that there are people that aren't male and female. There is not just male and female, and you're saying you're not transphobic, and you've just made this like giant video of transphobia, encouraging transphobia, and all the comments are encouraging you, which is encouraging transphobia, so fuck you.